5:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We figured we'd come live, see what's going on out there. See who is out there. Get our comms up. It's been a while. Been putting videos up on YouTube. Pretty much putting videos up on YouTube lately, you know. A lot of our videos been going up on YouTube. We just haven't had the full time to go on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all those different platforms. But we coming to you live from the Pitching Academy show right here in the NYC, New York City, the Big Apple. And we coming to you live today. Hope you're having fun out there. You know what's going on. The damn pandemic is back, man. Coronavirus is back. What's good, Daniel Lugo? What's good? See you out there, brother. What's going on? You see, we getting ready to get back in this damn pandemic stage, man. Depression. Shit gonna affect a lot of people, man. This shit is coming back. We ain't out of the water yet. We ain't out of the damn water yet. So, you know, trying to get my comms up here and see what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy out here, man. You know? It's crazy out here. It's going to be bananas, man. More people still out of work doing all these things, man. But you know what? We got to make the best of it, man. We got to keep hustling. Keep striving, keep moving forward, man. It's going to be a busy weekend in the Bird Game out here. I hear there's a lot of things going on in the Bird Game, from Staten Island to guys selling birds. We're going to be selling some birds Sunday at the Bronx auction. Here we got some birds. We got some birds available from one of the top sellers here in the Bronx. You know, we brokering on that. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. It's bad out here, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch your six. Keep your circle tight. Keep your game tight, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're working, stay working. If you're entrepreneuring, stay entrepreneuring, you know? Reach out to your constituents and get it going. Get it going. People still making money out here. The rich is getting richer and the poor ain't getting a damn thing, you know? So keep your eye on the prize. Got a lot of things that we think, and we're hearing a lot of good things are going on over the weekend. Here they got a convention going on Saturday in Staten Island. We're going to try to get out there. We're going to try to get out there and support them. The Jersey auction, I believe, is on Sunday. The Bronx auction. Yeah. The Bronx auction is on Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. all the way to like 12 noon, sometime to 1 p.m. It all depends. And no doubt, we got to stay safe out here. That's why I'm drinking my lemon. I'm taking my vitamins, my herbs. I'm doing my bike, you know, hitting a little bit on the weight pile, you know, and just trying to stay safe. I'm like, I don't give a damn about going out to no restaurants. I'm sorry. I don't care about going to no restaurant. At this time, I'm like, man, I've been to so many restaurants in my life. I ain't even worried about that right now. Like, people are like, I haven't been to a restaurant. I'm like, man, give me a break. My life is more important than going out to have a bite. I was in the backyard yesterday barbecuing, you know. I was in the yard just yesterday barbecuing. I know everybody ain't privy to that, but, you know, we got to do what we got to do. We definitely got to do what we got to do. So, you know, we're here, and we got some things on the agenda. I'm going to bring this up right here. We're trying to be at this event. We're actually trying to get some time to get the mic and speak at the convention, the Breeders' Convention, on November 21st, which is next weekend. I believe it's November the 21st from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we're trying to be there, get the mic, and move forward. You know, the Bird Game, I tell you, a lot of things going on in the Bird Game. I'm hearing all kind of things. ATU, FTS. Shout out to Baltimore Tipler, the Tipler Union down in Bmore. Shout out to you guys down there, man. Shout out to you guys down there. I gotta say this about all clubs, man. All clubs need to start advertising themselves a little bit more, man. And reach out, show what you're doing. We too secretive, man. You know, we wanted the sport to grow, but we are a secret society, man. We too much of a secret society. We need to expand ourselves, man. You know, I hear everybody saying the same thing. That, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that and we need to do this. And I'm like, we need to let people know we exist. You know, we need to let people know we exist. There's people that are like, listen, I've been involved in pigeons for some time. I disappeared from the pigeon game to raise a family. And man, I didn't see no advertisements. I'm talking about, especially on internet. I didn't see anything. Then I go to YouTube and I start seeing videos. And I was like, oh, this is where they at. But if you don't go to YouTube, you don't see anything. And on Facebook, how many ads you see? How many? I see Foy's. I see people who sell products advertising in the pigeon game. Other than that, we got a lot to learn, man. We are behind in the times, man. That's why we are a dying sport, because we're behind in the times. I'm trying to change some of that on my level. I'm trying to bring in some things on the agenda. Let me bring this up on this agenda here. This is one of the things that I newly got up, which is my new website. Go check it out. It's the pigeonacademyshow.com. And I'm going to have a full service page. Buying birds, selling birds, merchandise, merch, carpenters, veterinarians, all of that you're going to be able to go to. Links to all of the unions, links to all of the clubs, ATU, FTS, AU, IF, all the club links are going to be here. Canada, we connected to Canada. I'm going to have all the Canadian links on there. All of them. Going to have all of them. All the top races are going to be there. South Africa, Victoria Falls, Hoosier, all of them links going to be there, man. From One Loft Racing all the way down to Tossing Tiplets. Everything is going to be there, man. We're going to, at least, we're going to be able to say from the Pigeon Academy perspective that we are doing our best to promote the sport. And you know what? If I turn around and I be the only guy with pigeons, I'll be the only guy that'll be happy. I'll be like, everybody left, which I know is never going to happen. But I'll be the one to be like, I still got birds. I still got 50. I still got 100 birds, because the birds give me so much pleasure and companionship. It's a beautiful thing, man. Let me tell you, I had a great year this year. And some of my constituents in my zone, which we call the Westchester Square Thrice Next zone, man, we had a ball this year, man. We were competing. We were stock banging. We were checking up. We were doing all those things, man. So for those of you that's out there, man, check it out. We are on these platforms. The convention is coming up again November the 21st. And we're just kicking the Willy Bobo a little bit, man. We're here. And you know you can find us on all these platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and occasionally we're on Instagram. We're not on Instagram as much as we should be, but we are definitely on Facebook and on YouTube. That's where we're at. I downloaded some really nice videos just this morning about pigeon colors. Here's another gripe that I got. Information. And I hear guys say, oh, this group don't put out information. And I'm like, you guys don't put out information either. I've heard guys complain about certain guys, like in the racing sport. They put out a lot of information. Yeah, Mike Martz and guys like that, they put out a lot of information. The roller guys, not too much information. Training and feeding and techniques. The training, the feeding, the techniques. You don't get that from the roller community. From the tippler community, flying tippler community. I'm talking about your competition birds that fly 20 hours. You don't get anything from them guys. No techniques. You gotta know guys personally to get information. Other than that, nah, you won't do it. The showman. Nah, you ain't gonna get no information from them either. Because that's the kind of society we are. Everything's a damn secret. That's why we are a dying society. We are a dying society because we don't get it. We don't get it. We don't want to promote. We don't want to promote that. And then when you start promoting the sport, they start hating on you. Let me read this comment that Danny. Danny, what's good, man? Danny says, RG, what have you heard about something that Foyce mentioned the other day about organizations try to forbid people from keeping pigeons? I haven't heard anything on that. Like some organizations, like in particular, what type of organizations they might have been referring to? I mean, let me tell you, you got some people that really hate pigeons. As much as we love pigeons, there's people that hate pigeons. They all the flying rats, and they can't stand the birds, man. That's why I say you can go back on my page and you can look where I put up information pertaining to you having birds in the yard. Like one of the guys was telling me, oh man, put a loft on your roof. And I'm like, nah. That means I got to go get permits. I got to get an architect. I got to spend 5 G's here, another 3 there. I got to go through the building department. And I'm like, nah, man, they chased us off the roof. My insurance is going to go up, man. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, I'm in the yard. And I say, I be kicking ass and I'm in the yard. So I'm like, why move it? Why put out all that money just to put a loft on the roof? Yeah, I might catch more birds, but at the end of the day, I want peace of mind. They pushed us into the backyards. Let me see what you're saying to here, Danny. Really? I keep getting a notification from them. I should just click on and accept their notification. I watch some of their show. With with Jerry. I'll be watching some of it, I watch it sometimes. But I should stay plugged into that, but because they've been in the game a long time. They go back, I remember they go back with Danny Joe Humphreys, and they were advertising Foy's back then. They were country, but they've been ahead of the curve for a long time. And now they're live streaming. They use the same software I use. Yep. They're using the same software I'm using. And they got a real good reason to go live all the time. They a business. I'm not a business. I'm just a fancier that loves the game and tries to help out the game. And again, I'm advertising my site now. I'm advertising my website, which is thepigeonacademyshow.com. You can go there and see that new site, So I'm going to get up this branding here. I'm going to go to this theme. I like this theme. And you see, they are there. I like this theme, man. Here we go. They are there 100%. That's because they're business. They're motivated to do things that other people don't do. Ooh. Tom, what's good, man? Tom says, I'm going to bring Tom's comment up here. Much easier to manage pigeons on a roof than in a yard. Mm. Yeah, true. It could be true, but I don't really have no problem with my yard. And you know one of the things that I love about being in a yard compared to a roof. How many of you guys rather be on a yard or in a roof? Give me some feedback. How many of you guys rather be in a yard? And I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why I like the yard over the roof. I'll tell you this one reason. One reason. Yeah, man. And it could be a couple of reasons. Go back and watch. This is Danny's comment. Go back and watch the Facebook episode and you'll see. It's probably just someone like Peter, but still someone that has to be fought off. Yeah, man. Yeah. They're haters. I've never had to encounter them because I keep my words precise. I've never had any problem with them on any of my publications or anything like that. Why? Because I keep my words precise. I don't let none of that anything pertaining to Falcons. I don't speak on that. I don't bring on anybody that speaks on that. I don't bring no videos that might bring that on. When you in that zone, you asking for trouble. When you gotta get rid of birds. Let me talk about you kill birds, cull birds. The wrong thing to do, man. Tom said the drifters. Listen. Tom, you like the roof? Yeah. What? You know what I like about the yard? You know what I like about the yard is my family can come into the backyard without no hassle. My wife is not going up no ladder to go to no damn roof. Nope. It's safer for her and my sons. If I want to my young children, I want them to see like my neighbor. They've got a little daughter. I let them bring her over sometime, and she hangs out just with the birds. If I'm on a roof, can't do that. The roof to me is more of an anti. It's not as social as the yard, and I like the grass. I like the grass. I like the grass over the tar paper. I like the natural surface of grass. And then the final thing is I got the shade. I got the shade of the trees. I got trees in my yard. I got enough space where my birds can see out. And I got the shade. In the summertime, when it's 99 degrees, man, you ain't going up on the roof. And let me tell you, your birds suffer. Your birds suffer being on a roof. That hot ass, it be hot. Be hot on them roofs. So those are the reasons why I'm like, nah, I'm not motivated about that. First, second of all, here's one of the things that's fun, guys, when I'm talking to them about roofs and backyards. They'll be like, yeah, the birds don't want to land or whatever. And I'll be like, you ain't training your birds properly. If you've watched my videos, my birds could be flying. And I'll be like, I'm calling them down. And I'll give them the command, whatever it might be. And they'll come down and they'll land on the loft. If I say land here, they'll come and land on the loft. And I'll be like, I don't got no problem with them landing. Because if I call them to land on the loft, they're going to come land on the loft. A lot of times when I got strays, I let them land and they'll land on the roof across there. And then I'll call them down and they'll come right down. Sometimes they'll come down without the stray and the stray will be like, pew! He'll take off. Pew! He'll be out. But we still got a lot of issues too. We got a lot of issues as far as things going on. You know, we gotta set the right example. I'm gonna eat me some chocolate cake, man. This is we're casually talking this evening, so I got me some chocolate cake here. We gotta straighten all of those things. Even birds coming back from racing, they're coming right to the loft. I caught this year. I caught 67 birds, strays, and birds off my competition. I caught 67 birds. There was another half of that didn't come down and left. So if I was on a roof, I probably would have caught 100 and change. And I said to myself, this is not my normal numbers every year. I mean, how many birds I need to catch? If I caught 25 birds a year, that's still a lot of pigeons. And I like the yard because, again, my family's able to get out there. I can open up the grill, even though you could put a grill on the roof, but I can go open up the grill. I got the grass. I got the shade of the trees. I could kick back under my little hammock and relax and have a cold one. You can do that on the roof too. You can do it on the roof, but I'd rather do it I'm cool with the yard. And I ain't trying to kick out no money to be on the roof, man. Like, that don't even make no sense. I'm going to kick out money to build something on my own roof? Like, no way. In the city, you go pimp somebody else. This is what Tom says. Walking and crawling predators more likely in the yard. Yeah, the predators are good. Tom, let me tell you something, Tom. The roof ain't going to stop no predator. Nope. You got raccoons that'll climb up the side of a building. I've seen it. One day my neighbors called me and they was like, Rodney. And I was like, yes. And they were like, a squirrel is climbing up the side of the building. And I was like, a squirrel. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, and they were losing their mind over a squirrel. And I like this one right here. I like this. Tom, I like this. I like this. Hey, Tom, check this out. I was doing a video the other day on Facebook Live. I was doing a video. Again, I'm in a yard. I'm in a yard, right? Tom says you also get the 360 view on a roof. And I'm in the yard. And I come out to the yard and I'll do the four corners. I'm going to show you what the four corners is. Let me hide this. And I'll come out and I'll do the four corners. I'll set up. I'll set my birds up, set my traps up. I'll put my feet to the side. And then I'll do the four corners. I'll look straight, right, left, and I'll look behind me. The other day, I looked and I saw a bird way down there. And he was popping up over the buildings. And I saw that white. And I said, that's a stray. I pushed up. My birds go that way. He pops up. My stock pops up. Boom. He went right in the stock. If I was on a roof, yeah, I would see more. But I pay enough attention. I look, and I check the four corners. Guys be asking me, how do you catch so many birds? And I'm like, check the four corners. There's times where I'll be like, I'm going to spend a half an hour straight watching. I'll get me a cold one, sit it down. I'll sit in my spot and I'll look. And I'll check the four corners. I'll keep my flag ready. The birds will be on the loft chilling. And I'll check the four corners. I'll see a stray way down there. I'll identify him. I'll say, what is that? And I'm looking for color, like especially white. I'm like, okay. If it's a dark bird, I'll be like, clinker. Because a lot of clinkers are dark. If I see that white tips, I'm like, oh, look like a flight. If it's a small bird, I could tell a small bird from a large bird. I'll be like, that's a tiplet. That's why you see me catching a lot of tiplets. I'll be like, look at that little bird flying. That's a tiplet. And I'll push up. Because there ain't a lot of clinkers. I mean, not around here. There ain't a lot of tiplet clinkers. And I'll see that little bird flying, and I know how tiplets fly. They got that little, and I'll push up. Let's go. And we'll go after them. So it all how you utilize your space. I'll check those four corners. I'll check them. And then I'll push up. Push up. The roof is cool, but I'm like, nah, I'm not paying the city no damn money for me to be on my roof. It must be crazy. I gotta get an architect and do all this and do all that. Then you can only build it this much. And like, man, please, get out of here. There ain't no shade up there. And Tom, you on the yard too. What you talking about, Tom? You ain't on the roof. You on the yard too. Danny's in the yard. Right, Danny? Yeah, man. We are pretty much all in the yard. They chased us into the yards. And that's where we at. So what we gonna do? How many of you guys going to the convention, man? Anybody going to the Breeze convention up here in the Bronx, November 21st? Anybody's going? We're trying to get the mic that day for half an hour. We got some white booties. We got some white booties with caps for sale. It's about 10 of them. They're on the PigeonAcademyShow.com. Those of you that haven't gone there, go there. Subscribe and get our newsletter. I'm going to be asking some of you guys, like you, Tom DiMartino, I'm going to be asking some of you guys to help me write these newsletters. You writers, you twains and stuff like that. Tom says, I have been on a roof and in a yard currently. Yeah, I hear you, Tom. All right, Carlos, you coming down? Carlos, what's good, man? Carlos Rodriguez Sr., what's good, man? How you been, man? Last time I seen you, I think we was at Rhinebeck, right? Was that the Rhinebeck show we was at? The last time I seen you, we took pictures. Tom said, what? I'm an illiterate. What? You crazy, Tom. Hey, Tom, man, tell me, what's the goal for next year, man? And Rodriguez, man, you said you're coming down, man. We're glad to see you, man. We're gonna try to get some time. We're gonna be speaking with the owner of the show, and I'm trying to get a half an hour of speaker time there. And just tell people about the academy and the show, and just kick the Willy Bobo a little bit. That's what I get for trying to eat. This damn chocolate cake is good. Oh my goodness. Almost choked me to death though. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh, you're gonna do some flights. Yeah, you're on the border, huh? Yeah, man, come down, man. It's a nice drive. I'm sure that's a nice drive coming down. They're gonna have all the new products. Let me tell you. For those of you that haven't been down to Andrews in a while, and Tom, know you guys got a good feed store out there, but come, let me tell you. Global Pigeon Supply Guide. I go in the back. I go on the tour. And I tell the guy, take me in the back, man. Show me the back. And they had barley, Milo, nitroseed. They had wheat. They had all the you can get your stuff mixed. Let me tell you, next year, Next year, I'll use a particular feed for my tipplers. Next year, I'm going to add about another 5 grains to that. I'm going to add some barley. Yeah, damn. Yeah. I'm going to add some wheat, some barley, some Milo to that, some Niger seed. It'll make me a nice time flying high flyer mix. Yeah, man. Rodriguez said it's 5 hours. 5 hours. Yeah, brother. Pace yourself, man. Take your time coming down, man. Take your time coming down, man. We love to see you, man. You know, it was fun seeing you when we was at the Rhineback, man. You know, we take some more pictures, man. Chill, man. You know, talk. Yeah, man. Charlie, what's good, man? Charlie's in the house. We're just chilling, man, on this rainy evening, man. We just chilling. Just cutting the breeze a little bit, talking about what's coming in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, man. How them birds look, Charlie? They're looking good, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's good to get your hands on some good birds, man. Birds that will perform. Yeah, birds that will perform. It's a blessing. Yeah, man. The word on the street is in the Bronx here, ATU Club is doing time flying next year. Yeah, they're looking great, right? That's what Charlie says. Charlie got some choice stuff. It's up to Charlie to tell us what it is. It's up to him. I'm not gonna blow him out the water. Yeah, I know. I know. Wouldn't have sent you nowhere else, brother. Wouldn't have sent you to the junk store. Let me say this. For me personally, I do not involve myself with no bullshit artists, no scammers, no get over artists. I don't involve myself with none of that type of stuff. I'd rather go without than deal with some people with some bad reputations and defrauders. I don't deal with none of that. Anybody that I don't trust me. You. If anybody's my friend, I done put them through the gauntlet. I done tested them. I done spoke to them. I done primed them. I done let them know, yo, this is how it is, or this is how it's not is. Don't deal with no madness, because we're all family people. We're all, I'm sure, church going or semi-religious or whatever it might be. We all have kids, and we got our birds, and all our family is around our birds, and it's all one. And I don't bring in nothing that's negative, because when I say, hey, go check that guy out, they're gonna do you right. They already been tested. They already been through the mill. I don't deal with none of that BS. BS people are not a part of my circle, man. No way. No way. I done been doing business in this city on many different levels. Some of you don't know. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna put it up, Charlie. Got some Pilots, some Hughes, some Shannons. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mark. He got all of that. He bless you with that. You blessed, brother. Let me tell you. Get them, breed them. I would single cage those birds and put them to breed and let them have the most privacy. And I would just change the feed, water, and grit and give them so much privacy and just let them breed and take their babies and fly them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, because you can build right there with those different families. Yeah, brother. You could build a nice family of birds. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me see what Rodriguez is saying here. I want to see the ATU time flying on standby. Oh, shit. I like that. Well, I'm gonna say this. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Right? Let me see. I'm gonna get Charlie's comment. Okay. And Charlie says that's what I'm doing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Treat them birds. Give them the utmost privacy and so forth. Now I want to go back to Rodriguez's comment. I want to see the ATU time flying on standby. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Maybe I shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm always just in a controversy any damn way, no matter what I say. I go to the president maybe 2 years ago. I go to the president 2 years ago, ATU, and I say, hey, I want a time fly. And he was like, we don't do that. We don't got time flyers. We don't have time flyer judges. And I was like, you serious? And he was like, yeah. So this year, I come back to him and I say, hey, man, I'll do this. Teach me how to be a time flying judge, right? Time flying timekeeper. Let me get my word usage right. Timekeeper. And I made a deal. I said, look, you gotta, if your people are gonna come in, you gotta get them to commit to be timekeepers. Like, I'm willing to be a timekeeper. It doesn't matter which club it could have been. I'm willing to participate. I'm willing to reciprocate. I'm not just to come to anybody's club and sponge off of their club. I bring value with what I do as a fancier, and I'm I got a decent head on my shoulder. I ain't the smartest guy, and they said, okay, we're going to try it this year. So we're going to see. It hasn't been official, but we're going to see, we're going to see how it goes. Listen, shout out to ATU. Shout out to FTS. Shout out to the Baltimore Tippler Union. Those are the three clubs on the East Coast that I know of that are doing time flying. If I'm wrong, somebody brings some other club to my attention, so be it. Yeah. Charlie says here. I read the FTF's contest rules. I have. Yeah. I've read them. Yep. Charlie asked this question here. How can I get time flyer up this way? I think you would have to join the FTS, Charlie. You would have to join the FTS because some clubs only do tri-state. Like, I think the ATU is only tri-state, I think. And there's the Baltimore club, which is South, and then the FTS, which is they do a lot of different regions, But go to their sites, check them out, Check them out. We're going to be bringing more information as we go. Tonight we're just chitter-chatting tonight, but we're going to be bringing more information as we go. These are the 3 things I want to do next year. I want to race. Yeah. Let me just read Charlie's comments. Charlie says, okay, I'm in the ATU. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, man. Chris Reyes, reach out to Chris Reyes. So I'm trying to do this for next year. I'm trying to race. And when I mean race, I want a club race. And I want to send at least 10 birds out to one race. I want to do one race that I can go to and watch the final race. And I want to send one bird out to that race. And I'm tempted to do the North Carolina Classic. Why? Because I can go to North Carolina. That's where my family is from. I could go down there. I could stay a weekend, visit family, visit my brother at the same time, and then see that final race, and kill 10 birds with one stone. And the prizes are very good. So I want to do racing on both levels. I want to do time flying, right? I want to do time flying with tipplers. And then, of course, I want to do my stock banging and checkups. So with all of those things, I will have a very busy 2021. I think when you start planning, yeah, I'm going to bring up Rodriguez's comments here. Rodriguez says, make waves. Fly birds for double-digit numbers, and you'll be noticed. Yeah, man. You're damn right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. You're 100% correct. Double-digit numbers, 10 hours. 10 hours and better. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not do what you can do? Yeah. Yeah, man. Charlie says he want to hit 12 hours. There we go. Yeah, man. Charlie says, I want to hit 12 plus. Yeah, it could be done. It could be done. Yep. It could be done. There are guys that are sharing information, and there are guys that's not. In that field, let me say this. In that field, time flying, right? There's a lot of books. There were books that were printed, like early 80s, early 70s, 60s. They're no longer in print publication. They're no longer in circulation. In other words, people bought them. They bought these books, and they never went back and redid these books. Paul Reed is in the house. What's up, Paul? What's up, Paul? Hey, Paul, man, what's up with that logo? Paul got Donald Trump as his logo. That's what's up. Rodriguez said it's not easy. Nah, man, it's not. ABC Loft says, this all about rollers or all pigeons? My man, this is the Pigeon Academy show. We are about all pigeons. We have had so many different guys from different sports. Those of you that are here are witnesses to that. We've had all kind of roller guys on this show. We've had all kind of show guys on this show. We've had flying guys, flights, triplets, homers, racing guys. We have had guys from the United States. We have had guys from the UK, from Belgium, the Netherlands. We've had Josh Stong on this show. We have had videos from Mike Gannis. We have circled the globe and brought you some of the best pigeon information. ABC, you should definitely subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, or on Instagram. We are here. I am your charismatic host, Rodney G of the Pigeon Academy Show. We're bringing you all of the pigeon entertainment. Tonight, we're just chilling. We're just chitter-chatting, going back and forth. Yeah, we're just going back and forth. But we cover everything, man. We've covered everything. Yeah, so we've had a lot of different roller guys on here talking about the roller game, man, a lot of different guys. So we've had Homer, every spectrum has been on this platform. Yeah. And let me tell you, the future is going to be bright for the Academy because we're going to be bringing a lot more guys. We're going to be bringing Stan from FTS, Mark Gennaro from FTS. I'm trying to get Bob Adams to come on here and drop some jewels on us from FTS, a guy who holds some of the top records in the FTS and ATU club, man. So, a lot of fanciers, they don't want to come aboard and they don't want to speak about their secrets. Why? Because they're still active. They're like, no, man, I'm not retired. I can't be giving my competition those jewels. And I understand that. But then you got some guys that they're like, I'm getting older and I need to start giving out some of this information because they know they're not going to take it with them. And we're in a video age. We're in a video age. Hold on for 1 second. Hey, Joshua. My son got his TV all loud. My goodness. It's too loud. So with that, Well, sometimes people come on this platform and they don't know. Like I'm gonna use ABC Law for an example, and they might be new to the platform, and they don't know how deep we are in the game. How we get some of the top fanciers to come on here. Adu, Zahorovic, Ross Vaccaro has come on here. Joe Angelino from Melbourne, Australia, one of the top racers out in Melbourne, comes on here on a regular. Cohorn wrote several different articles for us, and we posted them up on our platform. So we're not a fly by night operations. Our body of work is solid. We're solid. We again, we're not messing around with no riffraff. We're not trying to sell you no junk. We're not trying to get involved in nothing that's going to mess up our integrity. You're going to get straight shooting from us right here. Tom DiMartino's been on here, one of the top Long Island Flyers, sharing videos with us, man. My man Saka Masalam has shared videos right here. Some of the great fanciers, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Wayne and Big Ruben have shared their videos with us right here, man. You know, from the blue collar fancier all the way to the white collar fanciers, man. We've been putting it down. Yeah, Charlie, that's good, man. We'll be glad to see you come down, brother. You know, it was good meeting you guys when you came down the first time, man. You see me, I was like, good morning, good morning. You know, I'll reach right out to people, man. I don't let people stand around and not say good morning to them, you know. Tom says this right here. Sharing information is the core of keeping the game alive. Competition keeps the juices flowing. Oh, yeah, you know what time it is, Tom. Those of you that don't know, Tom took his Danishes out 50 miles this year, man. We was riding that. That was a nice journey, man. Him and Greg Concepcion of Sacamasalam Loft, man, they was 30 and out to the 30 and the 50-mile marker. And let me tell you, you can't pull no jive here either. There was a guy that came to me at the pet shop and he was like, yo, man, me and my boy, we took our birds out to the 25-mile marker. And I was like, you did? And they were like, yeah, we did. And I was like, where's the videos? And they were like, and I was like, where's the videos at? And they were silent. And I was like, yo, man, if there's no videos, man, it's bullshit. That's how I see it. If it was 10, 15 years ago, okay, granted. But now, don't tell me your birds flew the globe and there's no video. Like, what? Everybody's got a cell phone. If you're doing something, videotape it. Everybody's got a cell phone with a camera. Don't come tell me, yo, man, I'm like, come on, man, come on. I ain't got time for that. I'll press you. I'll be like, where's the video at? So yeah, we did. This guy was pressing me one day. He was, yeah, man, he called me up. Yeah, man, you know, just in the third, and you're doing these checkups and just in the third. And he was giving me all this noise about checkups. And I was like, dude, how many checkups you did? And I was like this. Well, how many checkups you did? And he was like, none. I was like, man, shut up, man. It's like, don't get on the other side of me, man. I was like, man, shut up. So what are you calling me for, man? You didn't do no checkups. You telling me about what I'm doing. Hey, go do some checkups, man. Holler back at me. Yeah. Butch Jank is here. Butch said, check out what Butch says. When you guys gonna race tipplers? Damn. That one I do not know the answer to that one, Butch. That's out of the look at that. You mean just like Homer's? I heard Tom DiMartino. I think he can bear witness to this. I think they used to race tiplets back in the days. I gotta give me a minute, man. Give me 1 second. keep buying that shit llama. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Butch Jank. When you guys gonna race triplets? Woo! This is what Tom says. Well, you guys talking some smack now. Tom says this. Now you're talking Butch. Oh shit! Listen to y'all. Listen to y'all. You guys tell me, how would you set that up? What would be the miles on that if you're gonna race triplets? What would be the miles to that? Butch says, I have to get some now. That's a very interesting. That is very interesting. Racing triplets. That would be interesting. Same concept, right? Band them up, clocks, the whole nine, right? That would be the new concept, right? To band them up, same concept, just different bird. Nothing would change except different bird. What would be the miles? 100 miles? Final race, 100 miles? 125, 150? See, these guys are thinkers. I know Tom is a thinker. Ryan's in the house. Give me 1 second, Ryan. Tom says 50, 80, 100 miles. Yeah? These guys are talking about racing triplets now. Ryan's in the house. What's good, Ryan? Tapping in from Connecticut. We doing good, brother. We just chit-chatting here. We just chitter-chatting up in here. Guys talking about racing triplets. Butch brought it up. This is what Butch said. When you guys gonna race triplets? That would be interesting. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be different. I think, especially guys here in the Bronx, we would go to the island and have the birds come back because the island is 100 miles and clock them out. Ryan says he likes the idea. Yeah, I like the idea too. Yeah, that would be nice. You could, yeah. Butch said you'll run them with the homeless. They will learn quick. Yeah, they could. I wouldn't particularly run with the triplets with the homeless because a lot of the triplets they would fall out because these homeless are fast, man. But it's doable. Tom says we did it back in the late 70s. I heard. We was talking about that one day, Tom, when you was telling me that. And I was like, yeah, I heard that. And then they stopped. I think that would be cool to race triplets. Or any other breed. Flights. Yeah. Yeah. Tom said he had them out to Patterson, New Jersey. Yeah, they say the triplet got a little homer in them. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, same concept, different bird. Under what banner? Under what banner? Yeah, under what banner? Yep. That would be nice though. I would do that. I would do that. I would do that tomorrow. I would build me a team I would build me a race team tomorrow. But under what banner? Under what club would allow that? AU, IF, MPA, ATU. Who? Guys, give me a call. Maybe we could put it together. Give me a call. Shout me out. Y'all got my number. Give me a call, man. Here go my number right here. Give Rodney G a call. Give me a call. Yeah, text me or call me on that. I'm interested in that. We can put that. We can organize that. You know, I'm gonna organize them. You know how we do. Let me bring up somebody's comments here. Yeah, man. Carlos says RTU. Oh, you guys are thinking now. See, now we cooking with gas now. Yeah. Tom said he raced them. They were Clarence Williams. I hear Clarence Williams' names come up a lot. Rodriguez says they would race under the RTU, Racing Triplets Union. Mm-hmm. I like that. Danny says, let's see what Danny says. Racing triplets are like that as a flat rollers, but don't have them for rolling. That's not what triplets are for. Why not stick with racing homers? You know what I think it is? Guys are looking to do something different, man. Guys are looking to do something different. Mm-hmm. I know I'm looking to do something different. That's why I'm going to time fly this year. Yeah. Ryan says, gee, you make the club. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you guys just talking, man. You guys can be club presidents and all of that. Let's see. Let's see. Because a lot of these clubs, man, they'll be like, they don't want to expand. They don't want to expand out. Y'all talking revolution now, man. Y'all talking revolution now. That's what y'all talking now. Y'all talking revolution. But you know, it's nobody's doing it. If somebody built a new club to do that, more power to them. It ain't got nothing to do against any club. It ain't no gangster move. It ain't no takeover. It's just something different. Plus, to do that, you know, you got you know, anytime you're doing anything of that nature, you got to be organized. You got to have somewhere to ship the birds. You guys got to have clocks. Same concept. Bands, you know, the whole 9 yards. Yep. Yeah, Danny, that's what's up. Try competing with rollers. That's different. They compete in a world competing against Africa, Ireland, and UK. Yeah. Yeah, true that. That's different. That's different. I have not thought about doing rollers, but that would be something different. Yeah. Yeah. That would be something different. But you know, guys are looking to do different things with their birds. I cannot see sitting in the same space doing the same thing for a long time. My first year at the loft, I flew the birds. I let the birds fly. I caught mad strays. The next year, I bred up, and I was like, I put my checkup challenge out there, and that was this year, and we started checking up. The next year, we want to do time flying. We want to get back to racing, and we definitely want to keep stock banging and with our competition and doing checkups. One of the goals that I have is to take my triplets down to Battery Park. That's the furthest I'm going to go. I'm going that way, so I might as well take the triplets with me. I might take 10 birds with me and get them out to the 20. That is nothing to holler about. 20 miles? I think guys are going to take triplets way past those markers next year. From what I hear. I got ears. I hear things. Yeah. I hear those things. Yeah, Danny says he's been competing with rollers for years. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, man. You guys got a big community, man. You guys got a big community, man. Yeah. And that is a world event. that World Cup. That's a world event. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying it until I see different. They need to publicize those events on social media more often. They need to publicize those events. Even us non-roller guys should be privy to what they do, how they doing it, who won, right? And I usually stay in the loop. And here's one of the questions. Here's the question. Now, this is some time for some promotion for the roller guys. Who won the 2020 World Cup in the roller game? Who won? Who was the number one person in the game? Then I'm gonna compound that. I'm gonna compound three things on top of that about the person who won. And this is where I see, I'm one guy. I can't do everything by myself. I'm one guy. So the guy who won, right? Whoever it is who won, where's the interview, right? Where's the interview with that guy? Number one, where's the interview with that guy? Tony Hudson, am I saying that right? Tony from Juan. Where's the interview with Tony? Where's the video of that day's competition, right? What's the history on him, his birds, and his club? These are the levels we have to get to. Where we should have heard from Tony. They should have did an interview. Somebody in the roller game should have done an interview, put it out there for all of us to see. The World Cup should have been showcased on social media, and we should know about Tony and his club and his birds and a little background on him. This is where we should be at. This is where we should be at. I didn't reach out to Tony myself, but I wish I would have. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe next year, I'll reach out to him and be like, yo, let's do an interview. But you know what happens a lot of times? I reach out to these guys. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered. And I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? Like, they don't want to be bothered. Like, it's a pigeon community full of recluses. All right, I'm Danny Scudds. If you go to the World Cup time, you will see it. Okay, granted. Even Tony should have done something for himself. All right. This is Justice Welch. What's good, Just? That's what he has to say. Let's see. He said, Rodney G and Oscar, first guys I saw with Pigeon, many years and months and days ago. I told my boys, you see what they doing up there? I'm going to go on, and it says, you see what they doing up there? On that fire escape with those birds, we're going to do the same thing. And here I am. Enough respect, bro. Thank you, Just. Thank you. Yeah, man. We go back in the days, man. Back in our younger days. Yeah. Yeah, man. Thank you, Just. Yeah, man. Just been racing winning many different races, man. In the racing circuit, man. That's what it's about. That's just one of the guys who know me from back in the days, back in my Brooklyn days. Let me tell you, a lot of guys, they saw me come forward the last 4 years, and they're like, who's this guy? And I was like, yo, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to be over here. We're going to be over there. And guys started playing hating right off the bat. They were like, we don't even know who you are, man. Who are you? And I was like, it doesn't matter who I am, man. Let's roll. And they were like, nah, man. And they sat back and I rolled past them dudes. I was like, we're going to roll past you dudes. You're not down, we're going to roll past you. And dudes caught, they panties got in a knot because they were like, this guy. And I'm like, that's my spirit. That's who I am. I'm like, you either get with it or we roll. We're going to keep rolling. You'll turn around and be like, man, that guy's in the UK, man, with them dudes. Or he's in Africa with them dudes. Or he's up in Belgium with them dudes. He's in Canada with Ross Vaccaro. I'm not going to stop because other dudes don't got love for me. This ain't a popularity contest, man. Ain't no woman, man. I ain't trying to get you to love me like that. Yeah. Rodriguez says, reach out to them guys and to the guys in Cali also. Yeah, listen, a lot of the guys, again, you got to go back and watch a lot of videos that I've done where a lot of the guys from Cali have come right here on the show and talk right outside like we're doing. They come and they talk here and they do videos. But again, not a lot of guys are willing to do videos and stuff like that for whatever reasons or not. I'm cool with that. If they come on, they come on. If they don't, they don't. You know, like a lot of guys want their privacy and they don't want all that lights, camera, action. And guys have told me that. They're like, nah, man, the security of my birds and, you know, the fear of being tapped off and all. They be like, nope. And I understand that. Listen, there's guys that call me up and be like, yo, Rodney G, man, what's up, man? Can I come over to the loft? I'm like, dude, I don't even know you like that. And you just can't call and say, can I come to the loft? Security is an issue. If I don't know you like that, I can't invite you over to the loft. I got to get to know you. Like, who are you? Who's your mother, sister, brother? What kind of person are you? What's your background? Nobody just likes, boom. You just can't show up at somebody's loft, not in the bird game. You just can't show up at the loft and be like, yo, I'm here. Like, you might be like, shh, are you here? Like, you shouldn't be here, man. So you got to be mindful of that too. Tom says you willing. I know, Tom. I know. Yeah. This COVID, let me tell you this. Hopefully Pfizer is talking about a vaccination early 2021. We need to do something about this thing, man, because I'm not doing a lot of traveling to people's cribs. Let me say this. Maybe 2 people have been in my house since February 2020. 2. I already told my family, don't come over here. My kids be like, my friends. I'll be like, nope. We on quarantine, man. I got a background in law enforcement. I know all about biological warfare. This is a biological warfare that we got hit with. This shit wasn't no accident. This was a biological weapon. This was biological weaponry used against us. Sleep if you want. I got a background in law enforcement. I was a trainer in law enforcement response to weapons of mass destructions. You have no idea of my background. None whatsoever. Let me go back to Danny, what Danny has to say. There you go. Yeah, man. But I gotta say this, D. You got, look, all these sports, all of these events, should all you guys that are here today, right? All of you guys that are here today, I'm gonna bring this emblem up here. For those of you, and you guys hear me talking about this sometimes. So those of you that are familiar with my channel, you hear me talking about this most of the time, which is the 10X rule. I got the 10X rule from my man, Grant Cardone. He's a real estate mongrel. He's also a mentor of mine in the real estate game. He is a multi-million-dollar person. He teaches many different concepts on sales. And one of the things that I love that he teaches is the 10X rule. For those of you that are watching now and you're a part of the sport, you're a part of the hobby and you want to see this sport grow, you have to 10x your marketing for the love of the sport. We are already, the Pigeon Academy is already in 10x mode, meaning whatever you do it 10 times the amount that you do it. If you put one post out, you got 9 more posts to put out. If you calling up fanciers to give them information, don't call one guy, call 10 guys. You got to 10x what you're doing. Danny, what you talking about? You need to 10x that. The guys in your organization, they need to 10x that. We did a lot over the summer. We was 10xing every day. We were putting videos out. We were running the Wednesday show. We were 10xing this platform. We were bringing fanciers on. Everybody that wanted to come on. I didn't give a damn if you were white collar, blue collar, you were black, white, Chinese, you was Korean, you was Hawaiian. We didn't care. We brought you on the show. You was a pigeon guy. We didn't care if you was a Republican, a Democrat, a liberal, you was atheist, you was God-fearing. We brought you on the Pigeon Academy show, man. Guys got too many hang-ups with politics and all of this. And let me tell you, a lot of guys this year, a lot of guys showed their ass this year with all of this bigotry and all of this stuff, man. Guys right in the bird game, man. A lot of you guys, man, them guys should be ashamed of themselves, man. They got their views and all of that, man. You let other people influence you like that to have your views all bigoted like that, man. Like, man, you're an adult, man. You should be in control of your own emotions, man. I'm not letting nobody lead me down these waters with all of this bullshit, man. You could tell me what you want, but that don't mean I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna be like, nah, man, I ain't with that shit, man. I got black friends, I got white friends, I got Spanish friends, I got all of that in my family, all of that in my business. I ain't got time for all that bigotry and all that other stuff, man. Ain't got time for that. You got problems with people, you take that up with them. Don't bring that to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do business for everybody. I've done business for all nationalities, gays, blacks, whites, this, that. I ain't got time for all of that shit, man. The world is a vast place, man. We live on the same, we're all on the same planet. While people are being narrow-minded and looking at, oh, I only deal with these peoples. The earth, people in the earth are traveling and dealing with people all over the place, man. That's now some narrow-minded ass thinking, man. That's just my rant on that, you know. But that's my opinion. That's why we do what we do here at the Academy, and we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. But at the same time, I'm not promoting no bigots. I don't care who you are. You on that bigot shit, I ain't dealing with you. I don't even want to be bothered with you. You could block me. You could not do you. I don't care. I'm gonna roll on without you. Because the earth is too big. Life is too short. We all are here. We ain't got time for that. You want that? Go down the block. Find another channel. You don't have to support what I'm doing. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna have fun without you. You're gonna see me having fun without you. I'm gonna be tossing birds, flying birds. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. All that negativity, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, all of this thing that was happening with right here in the United States, man, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. We're supposed to be on a way higher level, man. We're supposed to be on a way higher level, man. Way higher level than what we have showed, man. It's ugly, man. Charlie says, real talk. Yeah, man, it's ugly. It's ugly. You get to know me, I'm like, you're like, yo, Rodney ain't about that shit. I'm like, don't bring that to me, man. I'm gonna stand on my own team. I'm a strong personality. Don't bring that to me, man. Nope. No way. Don't bring that to me. Yep. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I ain't mean to get all religious, political, and all of that, but I guess I had to say that, you know. But yo, it's been a good evening, man. It's supposed to be a nicer day tomorrow, man. I hope to get the birds out. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Too much separation, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm Black American. My wife is from the Caribbean. My other son's mother is Puerto Rican. And I grew up with Hispanics and Caribbean people. And man, they made my life richer. I grew up with old school Italians in Brooklyn. And I remember the Rastafarians and all, man, these people just made my life richer. All this different culture and education and knowledge. The Aparicios, the Manuels, they were good friends of mine. I learned from them, the Vasquezes, the Pizarros, good families and friends of mine. Oh man, man, I would not be the person without those people, without those different cultures. You know, it would not be. Yeah, man, we got time for that. That's why we got to set the example. Yeah, yeah, absolutely no room. Yeah, man. Danny says negativity about rooftop flyers. What's that? Danny ain't got no negativity towards no rooftop flyers. Amen. Yeah, man. Amen. That's right. And we got to set the example. Yeah. Yeah, Concepcion. I ain't forget y'all, man. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I tell Greg this all the time. I'm like, yo, I like your family, man. Yo. I know good families when I see them. I can see them from afar. Tiny and Greg, I see them. And they two different individuals. And I'm like, yo, I like you guys. And guys are seeing us roll more together. They see, and some of them are like, yo, that's cool. Some of them are like, what's that all about? And I'm like, yo, we neighbors. We got shit in common. We love pigeons. We all family men. We men of color. We ain't got time for the bullshit. We love rolling and doing what we do. We don't ain't no problem. And I'm gonna tell you that Greg, he's a competitive dude. He's a competitive dude. He's one of the more competitive dudes I've ran across in a long time. Long time. He's very competitive. And I like that. I like when a dude is competitive. I like that. I, you know, that's one of the things about myself. I'm very competitive. I'll be like, I want to check up. I want to do this. I'll get out. I want to stock bang when it comes to the birds and so forth. It was like that in sports. It was like that when I coached baseball. I coached all the way to the high school league level, right? At James Monroe. Any of you guys know James Monroe High School under Mike Turo? I was his JV coach for 2 years, and we won 2 JV titles while I coached there. And any of you know Mike Turo? You know the level of competition on the high school baseball. The tournament they throw over at James Monroe, they have all of the top city baseball. When I ran into that zone, I was like, I love it. And they were like, you fit right in here. You just as competitive as we are. And that's just the way it is. Let me tell you, some of the coaches that I love in sports. I'm always watching sports. Some of the coaches that I love in sports. Bill Parcells, one of my favorite coaches. Bill Parcells. Bill Walsh, San Francisco 49ers, one of my favorite coaches. Of course, my man, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, he's let me tell you, I already seen the results with that. But let me say, Bill came from that. Yeah, Clinton High School, went to Clinton. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, Clinton be up in there. Yeah. They play against Monroe all the time. They're in the same division. And Bill Parcells. Belichick came from Bill Parcells' system. Yeah. The other coach for that used to be with the Steelers, the one who be used to making them faces. Another great coach. Another great. Schuler for Miami Dolphins. Great coach. Great coach. Landry, another great coach. Go to baseball. One of my favorite coaches was Earl Weaver, Baltimore Orioles. Earl Weaver, Billy Martin, Tom Lasorda. I watch all those coaches. When I'm with my birds, I look at my birds like I'm the coach. And I'm like, you guys are the players. And you guys got to practice. You guys got to perform. You guys got to go do your job. Like, let's go. And I'll be pushing them. Some of them don't cut it. I'd be like, you're cut from the team. You got to go. It's like football, like baseball, like basketball. Boom. You don't cut it. You got to go. Got to go. You give them a chance. And then after that, boom, you got to go. You got to go. It's like that with the birds. And next year, let me tell you, it's going to be very competitive next year. Guys are already stepping up. I'm hearing, I'm seeing, I'm watching. They inboxing me, they texting me, they calling me. Yo, I'm doing this. Guys asking me, yo, come over, man. Take a look at what I'm doing. What you give me some pointers. And I'm like, I'll be right over. And I'll go over and I'll be like, yo, this, that, do that, over there. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm always telling guys, single cage your best birds, no matter what. I'm gonna always hit that for me. Single cage your best birds. Those are your best flying birds, and they made it. Give them their own cage to breed in. Put them over there. Put them up on top of there, and just leave them there. And just change the feed, water, and grip, and ban the babies. And just swap around, and they'll breed. They'll breed you nice fat babies in the quiet. They'll breed you really nice fat ass babies in the quiet. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what's up. I'm breeding birds right now. Oh, man. Them babies is fat. I'm like, them babies are coming out like balls like this, man. Like really fat. Yeah. Uh-oh, Ryan. You better stop that, Ryan. Look, Ryan. You're going to get my competitive nature to come out. Ryan says, by summer, I'll be tossing in your backyard. Let's just... Ryan, let me say this about you. I would not be surprised at anything you do. I would not be so. I would be right there saying, "Amen." Like I second that. I already see your spirit, brother. I already see your spirit. I'm like, this guy right here. Yeah, I'm like, this guy right here. I'm like, he got it. He got the bug. And I love the way you built that loft over there, brother. I like that. Now that let me tell you, that size screen that you built. That size screen. Look at Greg. Look at Greg. Greg is such an instigator. Look at Greg. Look what Greg says. Greg is such an instigator. He says, get him, Ryan. Well, you're such an instigator, Greg. Wait till I see you. I'm going to hit you. Stan, I'm going to bring up your comment. Well, Ryan, that size screen that you built, your birds, when the warm weather comes, your birds are going to come into form so easy because you have such a big screen. In the winter, they're going to be able to go out there and just relax. When it rains, they're going to be able to go out there and just chill and have that open, keep that open ventilation where they can go in and out as they please. Then those birds are going to come in form. You're going to see their necks shining. That's how you build. You build big, spacious lofts where your birds can get fresh air. They can move around. They can take a bath in that screen. Yeah, man, that's you got it, bro. Let me tell you, your carpentry skills, you're on point, man. You're a good example. And I know you're learning from different dudes. That's what's up. Yeah, absorb it all, man. Be a sponge. Get it all, because you can learn from all these guys. Yeah, Charlie says he's going to bring some homers out there. Yeah, man. Yeah. All you guys are Connecticut, PA, and all of that. You should be training a little group of birds to come to the Sunday's auction. You should be training a nice little small group, even if it's 10 birds. Train them to come down to the Sunday's auction from where you at. Yep. Because that's a great energy. You come and you really, I can see it now, Charlie. You come down and they're like, yo, where those birds going back? And then you say, yo, they're going back to such and so. Ryan, you bring your birds down here, and dudes will be like, yo, where those birds going? Those birds going back to Connecticut. You'd be like, damn. Yeah, man, going back to Connecticut. And you bringing them around the Bronx auction on Sunday, it's going to be the hot spot, man. It's going to be the hot spot. Yeah. Y'all see me? I've been tossing my homers there. I'm going to make it a regular. I mean, like every Sunday. My team is going to be the team of Tiplets, team of homers. I don't care how many times I bring them there. Yeah. Charlie says, I'll be there for sure. Yeah, man. This is the energy that we need. This is the healthy energy that we need. And when you see those, let me tell you, see those birds, you bringing them back, they're going to be so smart. You might lose one or two, but you throw another 2 youngsters in there. You lose 2, keep the 10. Keep like 10. That way, boom. You can still have your racing birds and your other birds. If you bring more, that's all good. Ryan says, yes, I'm down. Yeah, man. Bring them down. Yeah, man. Greg laughing. Yeah, Greg, you little instigator. Greg is such an instigator. I like that, though. Greg always instigating and shit. I can look that shit. Yeah, man, but that's where we at, man. We're trying to bring that energy, man. And let me tell you, those guys up north. Okay, this is what Ryan says about his birds. 110 miles. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, that group that you tossing now, you bring them this way, I say about 5 tosses, you should have them here. Because they already smartened up. All you got to do is say, okay, we're going this way. And then you take them. Boom. You take them. Boom. You take them. Boom. Yeah, man, friendly competition. Yep. Yeah, friendly. Yeah. That's all we've been doing all year. Not 2020, we did friendly competitions. In my checkups, I went 10, 3, and 1. 10 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. Y'all know I got hit with them homers, right? Y'all know I got hit. I'm officially calling out the guy with the homers. Bring them homers out next year. Bring them out. Bring them out and tabletop them. Put them on top of the table. Don't sneak attack with them. Bring them out and let them come up against my homers and see how they do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to smash them because my Tiplets pulled those homers. I could imagine if my homers get a hold of them. My Tiplets pull those homers back to the loft. They get in there with my homers, we will drag the whole stock back. So I'm calling you out, homer man, whoever you are. Bring them homers to the 6-star. Bring them anywhere, wherever you want. Bring them. We'll match you. Homers on homers, not homers on Tiplets. That's all I got to say is I called you out. Yeah. And we'll see how that go. But don't forget, 10X. 10X your joint, man. 10X your platform. 10X what you're doing. 10X your race team. 10X your Tiplet team. 10X your tossing team. 10X your level of competition. Don't settle for anything. Challenge your next door neighbor. If he's flying birds and he's somewhat competitive, challenge him. Challenge him to a checkup. Challenge the guy down the road who's racing homers. Say, let me take my homers with your homers and have them come back. The better your birds are off when they coming home with other birds because they got to pull out. 10X yourself, man. Challenge yourself, man, to be more competitive, more trainer. Look at your feed. Look at your feed game, man. Study the feeds. Heads up, go to Versalaga.com and look up Pointing the Way. Go to Versalaga.com and start studying the feeds and start studying the level of nutrition that feeds give you. And look up this book called Pointing the Way. It's on the Versalaga site. It's a PDF download. Heads up. Stan, what's up? Stan says, my supper is on the table now. Gotta go. Hope to see you at the Highland Pigeon Supply tomorrow. I'm trying to get over there. All right, Stan, enjoy your dinner, man. Yeah, enjoy the win. Do your dinner. We'll talk soon, Stan. Bless. Let me say this. Stan been giving me a little bit of pointers on that. Time flying. Heads up. We networking. But check out that book, man. Pointing the way. I went up to some guys the other day, right? Some young guys at the pet shop. And I go up to them and I say, yo, man, which feed got the most fats and carbohydrates in it? And that was like Versalaga. And they were like, what? And I was like, tell me which feed has the most fats and the carbohydrates in it. And they were like, and they guessed. And they were wrong. And I was like, y'all studying the feeds? And they were like, oh. And I was like, go to Versalaga and look up Pointing the Way. Versalaga is not a fancy pigeon feed distributor. They are strictly race mix. I feed my Tiplets Versalaga. They got blends for fats, carbohydrates. They got blends for when you race. They got young bird, old bird, widowhood, cocks, hens. They got all these different blends. Whatever assignment you want for your birds, because you know when birds are flying, they need carbohydrates and fats. So you need to be up on where the carbohydrates and the fats are. It's not about taking a bunch of mixes, not for me it ain't, and putting them together and making a mix when I'm like, I can go to Versalaga and get one bag, which will contain the ingredients that I need. See, I study on a very anal level. I study on a very anal level. Like I studied history and archaeology and anthropology, zoology, and bibliography. I studied those things. And I also taught in universities. I taught these things in universities as an instructor. So I be, you know, they might say I'm a little batty when it comes to learning. You know, I'm a little anal when it comes to learning. So when you're doing that and you knowing what all the feeds do, you got a better opportunity to feed your birds appropriately. You know, like right now, I got an email not too long ago from Global Pigeon Supplies, and they had let me know that the Versalaga Classic, they brought the Versalaga Classic back, and I was like, oh, they brought the Versalaga Classic back. And here's the thing with the Versalaga Classic: no IC pellets. And I was like, I ain't worried about IC pellets. I use vitamins and minerals from another source. I use the Versalaga Combine Vita. So I don't have to worry about the IC Plus, even though it has other ingredients also, which is vegetables and things like that, carrots, etc. So I wasn't worried about that. But for me, that is I like to breed my Tiplets on the Classic because it has everything in it. It has small grains, large grains, maple peas, Canadian peas, has corn, and I breed my Tiplets on corn. And man, the babies are coming out like ooh, and again I'm mixing it with the Roper B and the Combine Vita, and I give it to them, and they eating that corn. They finish all of that tray, and it's a really good simple mix with everything: corn, peas, Milo, etc. And birds eat good off of that. It's a good mix when you want to use it for, it's not a race mix. It's a good mix when you want to, like off season, like around this time or during the winter. When you got homers sitting in the loft, you want to feed them. That's a good mix. The Versalaga Classic, good mix. Good mix, man. We are 94 minutes into this chat, man. 94 minutes. I wonder how many comments this video got. Let me see. This video got crazy comments. 68 comments this video received. That's what's up. Let me see how long we've been online. Yeah. I got my phone over here, you know. But that's what's up, man. Become a student. Become a student of the game. Go get that book. Go get the PDF and download it on your computer. And over the winter time, study the feeds. And then go get the feeds and then go and put them in effect. You then go put them in effect. And you will always hear me talk about the black label. Get your black label. And get the birds to get that black corn. I don't care what birds it is. Even if it's taking a handful a day, and give it to your birds and let some of them get some of that black corn. That black corn got antioxidants in it and a whole 9 yards. I keep a bag, and that bag might last me 3 months, and I'll just take a handful every other day, and I'll just give it to them, and they'll get some of that black corn. I want them to be raised on that black corn. I want them to train on that black corn, and I want them to get some of that black corn because those antioxidants and all of that are going to keep your birds mad healthy. Well, we've been online for a little while, man. It's been nice talking to you guys, man. Anybody got anything to say, man? Any shout outs before we get up out of here, man? I didn't drink all my coffee, man. Anybody got any questions, man? Any comments? Anything before we break up out of here? Any questions? Any comments? Hey guys, don't forget, man. Check out the webpage, man. Check it out. Okay, Stan, I'm gonna bring your comment up in a minute, okay? Give me 1 second. Don't forget to go to our page here. Don't forget to check out our website at thepigeonacademyshow.com. Greg says, sack 'em or sell 'em. That's what's up, Greg. See you next weekend. Charlie says, okay. I'm going to bring up Stan's comment here before we go. Before I go, I think about this. You can't feed mussels into pigeons. Condition is important, and the feed is giving them the energy to go to the distance. But a fancier shouldn't think about what... He says, but a fancier shouldn't think that by buying the best feed for his pigeons, that microbes are going to happen. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't think. You should buy the best feed, but you shouldn't think that it's going to give you the best results. The whole spectrum gives you the best results. Training, conditioning is a must. There you go. The birds must have it in them to go the distance or fly long times. You can't make something out of nothing. No doubt, Stan. No doubt. No doubt. So, but there is so many different ways to feed based on what you're trying to get your birds to do, right? If you're racing pigeons, you can't feed them the same way you would feed a tippler who's you're trying to get 20 hours out of. If you're roof flying pigeons, you can't feed a roof flying pigeon the same way you feed a time flying pigeon. You know, doesn't work. You have to know the condition of the battle. For example, I'll take my birds and no matter what, I'll get a flag, I'll get out, I'll get my clock out. I'll be like, it's 7 o'clock. I'll push them up. I'm like, you got to give me this hour. Doesn't matter what they're doing. Don't matter if I'm tossing them, I'm flying them around the roof, I'm checking up, and no way. So I'll fly them for that hour. Fly them. And I'm like, once they give me that finish, and they'll try to land, and I'll get up. And they'll get, there puts my conditioning into the birds. Because if you can fly for an hour, where am I going to take you in a 5-mile radius that you can't get home? That's what works for me. Even the racing birds, I'll put an hour on them, and they'll give me an hour easy. They'll route, they'll come back 40 minutes, and then I'll chase them back up, and they'll go. It all depends on what you're trying to do with your birds. You can't fly a time flying bird the same way you fly a tipplet that you use around the roof. You can't fly homers You can't feed the same way with homers that's flying around the roof and they're racing. You have to know the condition of the battle. You got to know the feeds. You got to put flag to them. You got to put time to them. A lot of birds don't fly on their own. Sometimes they don't want to fly. So you got to go with them. Yeah. Stan says, gotta go now. Good show. Thank you, Stan. Thank you for your advice too, my friend. Thank you for all that you do, man. Thank you very much. So we're gonna close it out tonight, man. Listen, enjoy your evening. It's a beautiful Friday evening. Tomorrow's supposed to be a busy day. This is supposed to be a busy weekend in the bird game. Hopefully see you guys on Staten Island if we get out there. If not, man, just have a powerful evening, man, and see you soon. You know it's your guy, Rodney G.